Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Weavile in our update video. Obviously this is an update video because Weavile's got access to new moves in the Isle of Armor update. If you're curious about checking out the previous video, which does have some slightly different sets, you can go and check out that card that's up in the corner. Also, whilst I'm doing a bit of plugging, if you could please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, it really helps me out, it really helps the video out, and it just makes me feel a lot better and capable of actually recording these videos. So, Weavile, a bit of a glass cannon in the sense that it's got really high attack, really high speed, so it outspeeds the majority of Pokemon, but its defense is pretty low. Especially special defensively, it's not too bad, but physically defensively, you're going to struggle a little bit, I think. I think that's definitely going to be a case. But today, we have 3 sets, 2 generic and 1 dynamax. At least I think the last one's dynamax. We'll see when we get there. First set I have is one of my typical ones. We have Swords Dance and Life Orb. Swords Dance doubling your attack from 339 to 678, which is very, very high. And then Life Orb boosts that by 1.3 times more, which again just skyrockets your attack. Ability-wise, I've gone for Pressure here. Now, you could go for Pickpocket if you do get knockoffed. So, you know, it could be Pickpocket or Pressure. Honestly, they're both probably about as good as each other. Pressure can be good, especially if you've got Pokemon that are using low PP moves. But realistically, you're never going to have that happen too often. Move-wise, on here I've gone for Triple Axle. Now, Triple Axle is effective at causing a lot of damage. It hits 3 times, so any Pokemon that has a Sash will not basically have that ability to use that Sash. You've got the 20, I think it's 20, 40, 60 in power, and honestly, with Weavile's attack stat and it boosted by Stab, it will do a lot of damage. I've also gone for Knockoff on here. Knockoff to get rid of any items. Let's face it, items make Pokemon a lot more scary. Without an item, they can generally be a lot less terrifying. And Knockoff can work very well. I will say, Poltergeist and Knockoff don't go very well together because Poltergeist does rely on the Pokemon having the item. So if you're going to do that, at least consider it beforehand and whether that Pokemon can 1v1 anything without the Poltergeist. So do have a think about that before you go a bit foolhardy on the Knockoff. And then finally I've gone for Aerial Ace. I just thought it's a nice coverage attack. You could go for the likes of like Brick Break or something, but there's a lot of different options. I think Aerial Ace on here is mostly for the fighting types because you are 4 times weak to fighting, which can be a bit of a problem. Eevee's gone for max attack and max speed with a Jolly Nature, so more speed, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. I think the Jolly Nature works quite nicely here because there are some Pokemon that are still slightly faster than you, but you can have that plus speed nature and hopefully that'll speed them if they haven't gone the plus speed themselves. Or you can go Adamant. It's up to you, really. You can go for either of them. Moving on, we've got the second set. Now, I decided to go for a bit more of an interesting set. We've gone leftovers on here, allowing for us to heal ourselves up because you might take a few hits for this set. But we've got Fake Out. Now, as soon as you come in, you can Fake Out. Just be careful of Pokemon that are immune to Fake Out now and things like Steadfast because, obviously, Fake Out has been nerfed a little bit in this generation, as well as Intimidate. But yeah, we've got Fake Out. Fake Out can hit Pokemon relatively hard, especially with your high attack stats. We've got Knockoff. Again, I've explained Knockoff. It's really good. I think you could even go for something. I think you can go Lash Out yeah, you can go Lash Out as a Dark type move if you want to. And basically, if you had a stat lowered this turn, your Lash Out becomes 2 times power. So let's say that there's an Intimidate Pokemon coming out, or you're predicting an Intimidate Pokemon coming out. You can then use that Lash Out and get a little bit more damage off than you initially would have. And finally, I've gone for Icicle Crash on here. Well, not finally. Icicle Crash is also on here. Powerful stab, ice type attack. If you wanted to, you could go for Ice Shard to have that priority, but realistically, with your speed, you don't need to carry that as much priority, I don't think. And then I've got Taunt as well. Taunt just stops things from setting up. It stops things like Stealth Rocks from being set up as well, and things like Recovering, because Recovering can be really annoying and can actually cause a match to go on for absolutely forever. EVs, again, max attack and max speed with a Jolly Nature. This is the typical EV set you're going to run with Weavile. You could run like max HP, max special defense, But honestly, I think that speed is important, so maybe max HP and max speed is a possibility to run here. And finally, we are going for a Dynamax set. So on here I've put red card. You're not limited to red card at all. You could go for things like Life Orb, Choice Band, you could go any assortment of berries, you could go Leftovers, you could go Fighting type Reducing Berry. Lots and lots of different options you've got on here. Even Weakness Policy could potentially work. But when you Dynamax, you have got Brick Break. Brick Break turns into Max Knuckle, increasing up your attack stat. You have got Icicle Crash, which turns to Max Hailstorm. You can set up the ice, set up the hail if you need it, because you might have a Slush Rush user in the back, for example. We've got Iron Tail, which will turn to Max Steel Spike, increasing up your defense, and Dig, which turns to Max Quake, increasing up your special defense. So all of those moves can work quite nicely together. Now, if you wanted to, you could replace one of them with Aerial Ace to increase up your speed through Max Airstream to make sure you're outspeeding basically every Pokemon. So it's something for you to definitely be able to consider on what you would want and how you want to run Weavile there. EVs, again, max tag, max speed. This is just the way that you run Weavile, basically. That's just what it does. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.